RUBI AI, oh oh, RUBI AI, RUBI AI. RUBI AI. Robert Corey and their team are teaching us how to dream by making AI for everyone, simple to use and lots of fun. RUBI AI. RUBI AI, RUBI AI, RUBI AI, RUBI AI, RUBI AI, RUBI AI. The day has come for the world to see all that life is meant to be. We can make our thoughts become real. To all the world, RUBI does appeal. Please join us on our quest as we make RUBI AI the best. Our lives will be forever changed as our daily lives will be rearranged. RUBI AI, RUBI AI, RUBI AI, RUBI AI, RUBI AI, RUBI AI, RUBI AI. The day has come for the world to see all that life is meant to be. We can make our thoughts become real. To all the world, RUBI does appeal. Please join us on our quest as we make RUBI AI the best. Our lives will be forever changed as our daily lives will be rearranged. RUBI is taking the world by storm. Someday will be the norm. We will start our day after brushing our teeth. We'll play, making art come to life. Everything will be alright. RUBI AI, RUBI AI, RUBI AI, RUBI AI, RUBI AI, RUBI AI, RUBI AI. Music and art galore, with RUBI much more. If you like to chat, we have a lot more than that. If your thoughts need to diversify, we have personified. RUBI AI, RUBI AI, RUBI AI, RUBI AI, RUBI AI.
Roll out of bed 4 in the morning, dogs howling, riding wheels on the blacktop, grinding away. Big rig humming, echoes of a restless soul. Mile markers blurring, can't catch a break nor a stay. Left my heart at a truck stop south of the county. Radio static, ain't no comfort in the night. Gravel roads leading nowhere, just memories play. The other sunrise ain't alone, missing that home life. Driving home, never get to stay tied to this hill. The road keeps calling, can't break free from this steel praying will. Dust on my boots, ain't nowhere to call mine. Just a trucker burning diesel, chasing lost time. Breakdowns and blues, ain't much left to lose. Hotels with faded carpet, ain't no place to rest. Gone too long, no familiar off to run to. Fade of the distance, leaving holes in my chest. Driving home, never get to stay tied to this hill. The road keeps calling, can't break free from this steel praying will. Dust on my boots, ain't nowhere to call mine. Just a trucker burning diesel, chasing lost time. Brake signs blurring, cold wind cutting like a knife. Broken promises hanging on the dashboard mirror. Haunted by the roar of the endless highway strife. Forever rolling, but the destination's never nearer. White lines blurring, cold wind cutting like a knife. Broken promises hanging on the dashboard mirror. Haunted by the roar clock ringing, but I ain't hearing it. Snooze buttons worn out, cause I ain't hitting it. Used to rush out the door, eating breakfast on the go. Stress on the job and always running late. I'm in control now, no one telling me when to rise. Don't wait till I'm ready, now I take my own time. This freedom I found is worth more than gold. I'm living life on my terms, stories mine to unfold. No more laughing at jokes that don't make me smile. Basking in light, no more shadows for a while. I eat when I'm hungry, take a nap if I'm tired. This life I've created, it's everything I desire. I'm in control now, no one telling me when to rise. Don't wait till I'm ready, now I take my own time. This freedom I found is worth more than gold. I'm living life on my terms, stories mine to unfold. No more laughing at jokes that don't make me smile. Basket in light, no more shadows for a while. I eat when I'm hungry, take a nap if I'm tired. This life I've created, it's everything I desired. I'm in control now, no one's telling me when to rise. Don't wait till I'm ready, now I take my own time. This freedom I found is worth more than gold. I'm living life on my terms, stories mine to unfold. This life may not be easy, but I'm not looking for that. I'm seeking happiness, stability, everything that matters. Building wealth, securing the future for me and my fam. This is the life that I choose, and I know I can. I'm in control now, no one telling me when to rise. Don't wait till I'm ready, now I take my own time. This freedom I found is worth more than gold. I'm living life on my terms, stories mine to unfold.
Well, I woke up this morning feeling kind of strange. Check my notifications, something had changed. I posted a meme, thought it was just for fun. Now I'm locked up tight, and my days come undone. I'm in Facebook jail with no bail in sight. Can't comment, can't post, can't even hit a like. My thumbs are restless, my feet's gone stale. I'm doing hard time in Facebook jail. I shared a joke about cats and one about the moon. Now the mods are on my tail singing a different tune. My friends think I'm a ghost, disappearing without a trace. But I'm just sitting here in this digital place. Oh, I'm in Facebook jail with no bail in sight. Can't comment, can't post, can't even hit a like. My thumbs are restless, my feet's gone stale. I'm doing hard time in Facebook jail. Oh, Zuckerberg, won't you set me free? I promise I'll behave, just let me be. I won't share no more memes, no jokes in poor taste. Just give me back my profile, don't let it go to waste. Oh, well, I've learned my lesson, gonna play it straight. No more escape posts or tempting fate. Till then I'll be here in this virtual cell, singing the Facebook jail blues and wishing you well. Yeah, I'm doing hard time in Facebook jail.
Little Miss Red Riding Hood should never have gone into those woods. She fell for the wolf's big eyes and liar's charm. She couldn't tell the difference, she had no experience spotting wolves who wear sheep's clothes to do you harm. She wonders why she didn't see it sooner, and where the love has gone. And what am I supposed to do now that I'm all alone? But those are useless questions, 'cause she already knows the answers. So she'll live her own life as nobody's wife, though it isn't at all what she planned on. The bruises on her battered heart say she needs a rest. And being alone is so much better than the wrong hot mess. Because having no man at all is better than the wrong man. Alone at last, he's in her past. Now it's time to face the future. If she had known how much she would have grown, she would have done it so much sooner. 'Cause in solitude, the pain only comes once in a while, not every day. And it's okay to cry when you aren't forced to smile. Put the mask away. You don't have to put on makeup after every fight to hide the bruises. You don't have to act like everything's alright. Feel any way you choose. The bruises on a battered heart say she needs a rest. But being alone is so much better than the wrong hot mess. Because having no man at all is better than the wrong man. Alone man, alone at last. He's in her past, he's in her past, and the wrong hot mess. Because having no man at all is better than the wrong man. Alone man, alone at last. He's in her past, he's in her past, and the wrong hot mess. In solitude, the pain only comes once in a while, not every day. And it's okay to cry when you aren't forced to smile. Put the mask away. And you don't have to put on makeup after every fight to hide the bruises. And you don't have to act like everything's alright. You any way you choose.
And as the world fades away, I long to sense your presence by my side. Can you listen to what I say? A whole lifetime ahead, open and wide. When my clock ticks its final chime, I crave to feel you next to me. Darling, I always knew this moment would climb from the instant I gazed into your eyes and could see. Oh, my stars. Oh, my stars. Whisper that I'm the one. Oh, my stars. Oh, my stars. stretches ahead so wide. When my final moments arrive, I ache to have you by my side.
Here to stay. I am light, I am free. In my heart there's a key. I am love, I am kind. In this life peace I find. I am brave, I am true. Every day something new. I am powerful, I am great. In my hands lies my fate. I am powerful, I am right. In my soul shines the light.
Our soul shines the light. I am powerful, I am great. In my soul shines the light.
All right. Well, hopefully everybody's having a great morning. Good morning, Corey. How are you doing? Let's go ahead and get you up. I don't want to be the only one up today. Let's get everybody going this morning. All right. We got a great Flexcast for you guys this morning. Let's get everything going. I mean, we have had a blast once again getting to see all of RUBI music kind of go live today. That was awesome and fun. I'm going to pull this down so we don't have double on that. So it was awesome to hear all these amazing songs. In the comments, you guys will just sit there and tell everybody about, what you love about the music. We had some incredible things from Catherine Donovan. That was one of my all-time favorites. I'm going to play it again at the end. But then Ann putting music videos up. I know there was a bunch of stuff coming up from Cindy Marshall. I mean, so many great things. Larry Lewis, you guys have been doing incredible things with RUBI music. And we're going to talk more about that by somebody I think has spurred that along in a big way for us with Dwayne Morton. He's here live with us this morning. So we're going to actually talk to him about that. But he's also a great business builder. And we're going to talk a little bit about how to go build your business. And so all of that today. And then we're also going to showcase a little bit about something you guys are probably all waiting for, which is on just 5 days from now, Corey? Is it really just 5 days ago, from here that we're planning on releasing Canvas Plus and the rest of our incredible pieces? Now, I'm going to show you a little bit of that in action today. So that's exciting. But I do think that we're at this point in time where we have a lot of amazing things getting ready to push this into a whole new space. And for you guys that are actually building a business, there's not a better time to go build a network marketing business than right now. Like over the next 2 weeks to ramp up and to get into the biggest building season of network marketing. It's in August, September, October, November. And this is the month that you can go and drive your business to crazy numbers. And that's what we're all staging everything up for, to do that for. So let's do this. Let me pull up the PowerPoint and let's get started here so we can start moving through it. As always, as soon as you guys get going and you bring somebody into the business, the first place you need to bring them is to the Flex Connection, where they can get connected and have that front line of help. I mean, if you want to learn how to do something in RUBI, the best way to do it is to ask here, because this is where we have an incredible group and community that all want to go in and help people get this figured out. So make sure you're sending them over to the Flex Connection as soon as they get in. And always jump into the Monday Night Flex corporate update call. This is at 8 p.m. Central. It is a update.theflexconnection.com. So just like you got here at Flexcast.theflexconnection, you're going to use update.theflexconnection.com. that will get you there, register, and get into this call. Why? Well, because we have a lot of things happening this week. You might want to know something about those. We talk about promos. We also kind of do a recap of what happened over the last week. So if you didn't get it all, you want to get another recap on it, you're going to be able to do that again right here. All right, let's get into what really is going to happen today with Flexology. So we have 3 segments inside of every Flexcast. We have our Flexology, which talks about RUBI and how you integrate that and use it. And we have people and guests come in, and today you're going to be super excited about what, I mean, I'm super excited because, you know, what we do is we never walk through these things. Like, there's no walkthroughs. We bring them on and they kind of do it. So we learn at the exact same time. It keeps it from looking staged. I like to be just free willing and letting it go, because that's where I think everything comes across the best. So we learn at the same time, but I have been watching our guest today just kind of do some incredible things, not only in what he's going to share with you on music today, but also about how he cares for his team, how he works as a leader. And I always say leaders are not talked about until they have actually walked the walk. And that's when they start to be talked about, and that's when they become real leaders. And they see this a lot in this one group. But I mean, it's like when you see somebody come and just take control, it's incredible what happens in groups. And that's why we have such an amazing group of distributors here at Flex. So let's do this. Let's start talking a little bit about one of the coolest things in RUBI, and that is RUBI music. I always say that, you know, there's 2 different types of RUBI music. We have our instrumental, which I love super, super much because and I don't even know if that's correct, Corey. Super much? Is that's a lot if it's super much, right?
That's a huge lot.
That's a huge lot. So I love instrumentals because it's built on music theory. It's not going out and training the AI on the world's all copyrighted and artists that are already out there. Our vocals, on the other hand, let you go out and speak to the world in a way that maybe you've never been able to speak to them before. I think when you hear like the songs that you heard earlier, that you start to understand what it is that you can do. And I think you saw that with in the chats with Catherine Donovan earlier, is that she has years of all these lyrics that have been impacting her life that she never thought she would be able to express it in this way. And now she comes up and she's able to do stuff like this.
Little Miss Red Riding Hood should never have gone into those woods. She fell for.
And, you know, the thing about this is that these are her lyrics, her music, and she can go do whatever she wants to do with this music. She can use it in her social media without worrying about infringement. She can take this up to Spotify Music or Apple Music, and she can sell this. She can actually commercialize this music. And it's just exciting to see how people can start to go and do it. And I know, like Cindy Marshall, you can go out, and I just saw something from her yesterday. And how cool is it for you to get a text or a direct message from inside of Spotify when someone actually finds you and they say, "You're one of my favorite artists"? How cool is that? Cindy Marshall, congratulations. That is a huge step, because that's what happened to her this week. Someone that she didn't know found her on Spotify, saw her music, and it's incredible what you can all do right here. Now, there are so many different things that you can do. If you're wanting to do jingles, Dustin Nally, how about Facebook Jail, right? How good was that? If you love that song and you were here earlier, throw some love into the channel on that, because that's incredible. Because you can write a song about anything and it brings a different way of delivery. And that's what I love so much about what this is doing right now for people. All right, And it's only going to get better when you get to see what Canvas Plus can do. But for now, we're going to go ahead and Dwayne, I'm going to start to bring you in here. So let me kill this music real quick. And then we're going to pull this up. I can do this. I'm not incapable. There we go. All right. Let's see. There we go. Dwayne, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me okay?
You're great. You're great. Awesome. Well, man, I'm super excited to see what you share with us today. I know you're going to build a couple songs for us. I can't wait to see that. But just overall, I mean, you've been with Ruby from the very beginning. But then you saw Ruby version 2 come out, and there was something that really got you super excited. And I think it was Ruby Music, wasn't it?
Yeah. I actually looked back. I believe it's March 13th, March 14th. You sent an email out that says Ruby Music was coming. And I was like, what is this? And so I was starting to dive into AI music, and I was like playing with it a little bit, but I was like, oh, like this could be something. So kind of let you guys know a little about me is I'm a former international basketball player. And so I wanted to get the money to create a record studio, create a record label, and find artists so we could actually have fun, but we actually could create their art. And so that was always one of the things I always wanted to do. And so that is what AI music has been able to give me. Also, it gives you a way, like with Cindy Marshall and some of these people, it gives people a voice that feels like they never had that voice as far as musical talent. And so that's what's really cool about it. I built my whole entire business on the AI music. I mean, I was always just super excited about, hey, the music. But I had done social media websites and stuff like that for people in the Louisville, Kentucky area. And they always asked me for like a jingle or a theme song. And I was like, man, we need like hundreds or thousands of dollars to do that. And so what has been built back here is incredibly phenomenal. And so I want to play some music this is something I created today, but just to kind of give you an idea, give you guys a better idea of who I am, but also give you guys an idea that it sounds a lot better coming from the music rather than out of my mouth. And so let's see, which one am I going to play? Can y'all hear that?
We can hear it.
From the blue grass feet on where the hoop streams start. Grew up in Kentucky, bowling was my art. On the court every day, working hard, playing smart, using basketball to elevate. Straight from the heart, grew the highs and the lows. The highs and the lows, I keep my head high. Motivating the people, watch me touch the side. Been through the fire, but I never say die. Survivor story, got that glint in my eye. Played overseas, felt the crowds roar. Then came the news, blood cancer at the door. Let it in my head, thoughts running sore. But I bounced back stronger than before. Prayed overseas, felt the crowds roar. Then came the news, blood cancer at the door. Let it in my head, thoughts running sore. But I bounced back stronger than before. Through the highs and the lows. The highs and the lows, I keep my head high. Motivating the people, watch me touch the side. Been through the fire, but I never say die. Survivor story, got that glint in my eye. 2022, caught in the crossfire. Police shooting, thought it was my last wire. But I survived. Fought through the mire, March 24, misdiagnosed, lit my inner fire. Turned to hypnosis, found peace in my mind. Met my crew in the inner circle, one of a kind. Checked off the bucket list, met E.T. feeling fine. Now I'm here to inspire, let my story shine. Through the highs and the lows, I keep my...
So I just did that like, I don't know, 9 o'clock this morning. So, I mean, I don't really know very many people who could produce a track, write it, also in an hour and 15 minutes. Like that's kind of unheard of. And so that's the power we have, but also like it's a whole lot easier to push play and so people could hear my story about basically my journey, my life journey to where I'm a motivational speaker right now. And so I love the instrumental part, Rob, I play with it probably more now that it's after it's been released. When I had the demo, I was actually playing more with a vocal, but I'm actually using it to market too. So that's the other aspect. I don't know how many people are actually using this tool to market. But I created this song for a friend of mine who is a copywriter for veterans. So people who have fought for our military and stuff, they usually have really great stories, but they usually aren't able or capable of writing it themselves. So my friend's a copywriter. And so I created this song for him just to let him know that, hey, you are very powerful at what you do, and we appreciate you. So I'll play that for you guys.
In a small farm on the edge of the map, there's a rider with a heart and a plan. He's got a pen that's a weapon for hope, turning pain into stories folks can understand. He sits with the veterans, listens close to tales of battles, to hearts that broke, from prisoners who made it back to those missing still on that track. He's a healer with his words, a fighter through the night, helping heroes find their voice when they're losing sight. For the ones who've fallen and those still in the fight, he's lighting up the darkness, bringing them to the light. There's a soldier who's been to hell and back, with scars so deep they left a track. Thoughts of ending it all so hard to bear, but a story shared brought him back from despair. For every killed in action, he writes their name in a storybook of honor, eternal flame. He's the bridge from the shadows to the day, helping those who search find their way. He's a healer with his words, a fighter through the night, helping heroes find their voice when they're losing sight. For the ones who've fallen and those still in the fight, he's lighting up the darkness, bringing them to the light. In the silence of the night, where memories roam, he's the beacon that guides them back home. Every word he builds a lifeline strong for the heroes who've been fighting for so long. Oh, oh.
So he was very emotional. Like, I'm actually trying to not get emotional after I wrote that for him and heard it. But that's the power of music, is you can get emotional and it's okay. And that is actually also a great way to market too, is find someone who doesn't really know how to tell their story and be able to write that for them, and they're allowed to market it, but also, you know, their story is able to be told. So
Dwayne, one of the things that's incredible, I mean, you make this incredible music and you get all these different genres and styles that fit, you know, whatever it is that you're trying to do. Can you kind of walk us through like how you're using it and how you structure some of the songs, or if you're using your custom mode, or if you're using the, you know, the random? I mean, kind of walk us through how you're building this so that other people can really get some of the tips and tricks that you do to really create incredible stuff.
Right. So one thing I will tell you is I have multiple screens, so I like to use different browsers. So I have my browser over here with ChatGPT or like even Google Doc mostly. That is where I usually just write the song. So I might take 2 or 3 different versions of different things and throw it together in here, just kind of like read it out loud to hear if it might sound good. But for the most part, man, I just generate it. And you can generate, you know, with our IntelliChat, which is an incredible tool. And then also you can build the prompt for the song. I don't know if a lot of people know that. And so I don't know. My flow has always been with ChatGPT on this other side of it. So I really don't want to mess with my process just so far. But I take out like what you were telling a couple of weeks ago. So the chorus part, it gets repeated. So I delete that and just put chorus in brackets. And so if you look, so it depends on the song also, because like I'll go ahead and tell you, there's a couple of songs like I created for it's like my niece's birthday. Whoa, hold on a second. Sorry. So my niece's birthday was the 18th. She turned 6. And so I made this happy birthday Oakster song for her because that's her nickname. But if I pull this up, this is what I prompted it. Is just happy birthday to my 6-year-old niece Oakley, nicknamed Oakster. That's it. And I got this fun, uplifting birthday song that she loves. Like she still asks to have it listened to for us to listen to. Same thing. So it just depends. Like, so I created this playful pop song about dog sitting, and I'll play that just to kind of give you an idea. But I didn't really write it. I just prompted it. I think this is the one I prompted. Yeah. It's a song about someone dog setting 2 mischievous and energetic dogs, and one needs to go poop. Like, it's a fun song. Hopefully nobody was eating whenever I said that, but
chasing tails and slippers.
But yeah, I mean, it's just a playful song, man. And that's the thing is you can just sit back and you can play with RUBI music for hours and hours at a time. I mean, I used to pay hundreds and thousands of dollars for different music software. It just really just checking it out, playing with it. And, you know, so many songs that I made that were terrible. And then some of them were like, actually got into where one of them actually sounded like the Eminem song Stan. And I did it before him. And so a lot of my friends were like, man, you should like really get into this music thing. But I just never did because I didn't feel like I was talented in that. And so I created songs for my friends, like for James and for Bo. But the process is really how you make it, guys. Like I like the generated track, and you don't have to always custom your song, but you can just create a song about, you know, whatever your day is. You're having a bad day, and just take the time to kind of create the track that way. If you just don't feel like, hey, you have that talent, or you feel like those you can write the lyrics even with ChatGPT. And so I just think it's more about playing. It's like so I created a song here in a little bit. I'll play, and just want to thank you guys for letting me on, Rob. But also the aspect is I always talk about, it's like Legos. So if you prig a kid with a Lego, they're always going to try to connect it in different ways. And that's the same thing with music. Just play with it, connect with it, get more familiar with it. Like I'm on Facebook. I'm more than willing to Zoom with people and it helped teach, you know, how I do it. But I really just learned by playing with it. And so that's what I really kind of challenge everybody to do. Mm-hmm. But really, it's very self-taught. There's a little bit of a learning curve, but just like with anything with RUBI, the learning curve has been shortened. And so I want to thank you for being that creator to be able to put that where the masses are actually able to do it and not just 1 or 2 people.
Well, we love the fact that people can go in and express themselves now in such an incredible way. And there's a lot of things to learn. And I think this is like anything else in AI. You just have to play with it, you know, and again, it's never perfect. Maybe the way you think it's perfect the first time, you might have to do another rendition of it, but you can really hone this down, especially with the tags that you can put in. I saw Ava put it in there. I need to learn more about the tags. And if you go back to last week, we really talked about how to go and build a really good prompt, both in the image, but also with the music. My dogs heard your song, I guess.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're excited. Hey, thank you so much for coming in. But I'm just going to tell you right now, I'm maybe a little biased, but I do believe IntelliChat kicks ChatGPT's butt. Yeah. I'm going to try to get you to move over to Sonnet 3.5. Okay. I'm just going to move you over a little bit. But
absolutely. So Rob, I got something I want to play for you guys real quick. I created this. Awesome. So this is just a thank you song.
This is the
Honored to be on RUBI AI with Rob. Playing with lyrics like Legos on the job. Every word I spit, building up a dream. Aspire to inspire, lighting up the scene. Shout out to Jenny James and the Fusion team. Working together, an entrepreneur's dream. Zach and Bo, thanks for all you do. I appreciate you all. Welcome to the crew. On this stream, feeling so alive. Every beat I drop, every rhyme I strive to be better, elevate, reach for the sky. Inspiration flowing, never running dry. Shout out to Jenny James and the Fusion team. Working together, an entrepreneur's dream. Zach and Bo, thanks for all you do. I appreciate you all. Welcome to the crew. RUBI AI, the platform where we shine. Creativity unleashed.
I had never heard that voice
live.
before,
Rock
and I've been playing with it for a
We're
month,
making
month
history
and a half.
in this digital world, building legacy. My hope is only to inspire as I aspire to climb higher, set the world on fire. With every verse, every line, I stay true, honored and grateful. This one's for you. Shout out to Jenny James.
Anyway, so man, I appreciate it.
Thank you so much. That's so fun.
Yeah,
and again, it's just about the ability to go and do stuff like that. That's just sharing something, you know, that you wrote pretty quick. But man, it's just incredible how you can do that. So thank you so much, guys. Give it up for Dwayne and bringing his talent here for you today so you can learn and hear from him. You had some really big nuggets in there, by the way. And we're going to bring you back. Don't go anywhere because we're going to talk about the business here in a minute. Okay. But before we do that, I'm actually going to bring my screen back up this way because I want to actually go through one of the next pieces coming out. And I saw this coming through. It's like, how do I get that music video piece together? How do I get the video to go on the audio? And well, if you really want to know about that, then we just need to wait a few more days and we're going to bring out Canvas Plus. Now, if you can imagine being able to go and create your music videos right here. I saw some people were using CapCut and some people are using Clipchamp. And there's a lot of different ways of editing things out. But the whole point of RUBI is so that you never have to leave that creative workflow. So that when you're there inside and you got your music and you got your audio and you got all these things going on, that you're staying in that same place and you're just mixing and getting everything to be exactly the way you want it. And then you just take it to market. Like that's the beauty that we can have in just a few more days. So let's talk about that for just a second. I'm going to actually walk through this video and just kind of let you see it in action. So, you know, there are two editors that are inside of Canvas Plus. There's a Canvas Plus design and there's a Canvas Plus video. Now, there's also going to be something we haven't even really discussed yet, but there's going to be a Canvas Plus PE. Stands for photo editor. So you'll have all of that right inside of RUBI. So how does this work? Is it complicated? Well, it's not complicated. It's just like everything else inside of RUBI. It's taking everything and simplifying it down so you don't have to be this film editor that's been editing with Avids and all of the flames and all this incredible stuff that's out there for the movie industry to get great content. If you can drag and drop stuff, then you can make incredible videos just by putting your creativity into play. So let's take a look at this video. Now, as we're going through all of this, by the way, you can see that on the left-hand side, there's a menu that's just easy for you to go in, find your video clips, drop it into the timeline down below down here, and you can add multiple videos on top of it. You can bring them in, you can scale them, and it's all just working that fast for you. Okay. It's just all right here. You can see what it is that you want to do. You can position it. You can put titles on it. You can drop music in it. I saw somebody in here say something about she was using, I think it was Cindy Marshall that said that she was using the RUBI music to create what was it? My brain went completely blank just now. The frequencies. She was creating frequency music. And one of the things that's really incredible about putting the frequencies is to drop like affirmations right over the top of it, right? But you can do that inside of here by just adding another track. Now, you can see how easy it is to add your text. You're going to be able to add images. You want to drop your little photo, created in RUBI AI. You'll be able to do that here just like that. You can upload your logos and you drop your logos in. You can do whatever it is that you want to do all inside of here. And of course, you can make it into whatever format. You want to take it as a reel. You want to take it into social media. You want it to be 9:16. You can do that. You just choose it with a template. Now, you can also save everything. And when you save it, it's going to be able for you to recall it back. And everything that you have in there will be right there. It'll come right back. And so if you wanted to change one audio track, or maybe you wanted to change maybe the music bed, you don't have to start all over again. You just open it. Now, to export these videos, it's just a matter of time for the length. Now, I will tell you coming out that 10 minutes will be the length at the longest that we'll allow to happen. And it will get better as we get going. And we might open up long format. But for 90% of people, it's between 4 to 5 minutes that they're looking to do stuff. And for social media, you're looking at for 30 seconds to 2 minutes. And it's that easy. You'll save it, and you'll be able to reopen it all up and pull it right back in. And everything that you had will be right there. This is going to change the way that you do things. Like essentially just by hitting open, everything reloads back in. It's that easy. Now, let's talk about how this integrates into all of the things that we already do. Now, if you look right up here, you'll see that we have a little slide out drawer that you're used to seeing now. And this has the menu for all of the things that you want to do. So you want to create images, you click on images, and you can create the image. And just by hitting the insert button, you can see it inserts it into the editor for you. And now you can just drop it straight in. And if you want to do a video, it's the same thing. It'll open up your video editor. You can actually go into things you've already created, and you just hit insert. And that insert will then, again, you'll see a little successfully done thing up here. And now you see the videos there. And if you want to put that in, you just click it, and it's going to drop it into the timeline. Now you can go and layer and do all kinds of stuff that you want inside of here. You want to do your music. Great. If you just open it up, hit the music, you're going to see that the music will be exactly what you're used to seeing right now. It'll open it up. Do you want to do instrumentals, or do you want to create with vocals? If you want to create with vocals, you just click on the vocals, and now all your songs are there. If you want to insert it, click insert, and the insert will put it right into your audio tracks, okay? And so go in your audio, and you'll see that your tracks are there. Now, if you click it, it's just going to drop it right back down into the timing. Same thing with your voice lab. I mean, look at this, how easy it is. I can click a button. I can go and redo my voice. I can record my voice right there. I can choose any voice I want. And then I just click insert, and it drops that clip in so I can drop it into my timeline. And now I can string all of the ones I want together however much I want, piece by piece by piece. Guys, this is the key to making really great videos, is to be able to edit little tweaks here and there. And again, you don't have to be great. You just have to know that this is just a very easy way for you to move through things. Now, when you get your hands on the editor, you're not going to have to go and learn a billion things all over again. You already know how to do the audio. You know how to do video. You already know how to do the music. You already know how to do Spy and Ghost and IntelliChat. Those will all be in the drawer. And so when you're sliding them in and out, you can see just how quick it is to go and create it. So the question then will be, how do you plan on using it? And as we talked about at the very beginning, there's two different ways of really getting around inside of RUBI. One is through projects, which if you will now see the little create button, we actually are changing that create button to hit Canvas Plus. And when you hit Canvas Plus, it will take you through that same process. Choose a project, create a new project, and then you'll choose what you want to do. Do you want to open up the design editor, or do you want to open up the video editor? Just depending on what you want to do. What does the design editor do? Well, the design editor is exactly that. You want to create a PDF document. You want to create a Facebook post. You want to create ads. You want whatever it is that you want to create. You want to create, maybe it's a document. Maybe it's a brochure. Maybe it's a blog post. Maybe it's a landing page. You want to lay it out. All of those are just templates. And when you click the template, you can then use Ruby Assistant. If you're not familiar with Ruby Assistant, you should definitely go play with Ruby Assistant. It's just a way that you click on it and you have IntelliChat anywhere throughout the entire system. I will tell you there's an upgrade on Ruby Assistant that has 2 other features. Bringing vision into Ruby Assistant and also speech to text. So you don't have to type it, which is great for me because Corey knows I'm the worst typer. You all know now I'm the worst typer there probably is on this planet. I'm not going to bring you on this to say anything, Corey. I'm just going to leave you dormant in the back. I know you'd have a few things to say. You can't keep you quiet off the chat. Okay, I get it. But you can actually just start to talk and then let it bring that text in. So lots of different ways. And we were going to hold that off until our mobile app, but this is a good time to bring it in with Ruby Assistant. You want to work on your images. Well, you can bring any image in that you want, and you can lay those out. It was actually, I didn't have time to bring him into the keynote today, but we have been playing with it, creating all kinds of crazy things. And it's amazing what you can do quick. And I saw someone in the thing say something like, it's like Canva. And here's the thing, guys. Canva has been around for a long time. And there's a lot of people who use it. I want to say something like over 5 million people showed up at their launch event that they had. That's how many people around the world are using it. But the problem with that is that they don't have everything else to go and do with the AI. They don't give you ability to go right with 9 different AI chats. They don't give you the ability to use Midjourney. They don't give you the ability to go in and create really great images. And by the way, we are now finished with our negotiations with Unsplash. And Unsplash is also coming into the editors. What is Unsplash? Well, Unsplash allows you to get some royalty-free images and video clips that you can use to help facilitate this. Now, I personally think it's important that we have this, not because I want you not to go and use the AI to create exactly what you want. I wanted to get away from ever having to use Unsplash or something like that to go look through millions of different pictures. But every once in a while, I just need a little video clip. Like I need a little picture of maybe the beach. And it's easy for me to just grab it and put it in my video and be done. So these are the little things that we're bringing a value without you having to go and have all these other subscriptions. And you'll create much better products having one workflow, not having that break of going from here to here, over to there. If you like what you're seeing right here, throw some love into the chat, because this is a huge undertaking. To bring these capabilities in without raising our price points makes this the biggest no-brainer when it comes to AI creative suites in the world. And that brings us then to the next thing that we need to talk about, which is the Flexonomics. A lot of people are here because they love Ruby, but there's also a lot of people here that love the ability to go and make a business around Ruby. And to do that, we have to understand one of the things that you have your hands on. And that is that you do have something that nothing else like this in the world exists, that has every single thing that we have. And it just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. I saw somebody talk about, can I do this where I can connect it to our CRM? You can't do that yet. But at the end of the third quarter, when we release our workflow automation, where you can connect it to any CRM that's connected to Make or Zapier, then you'll be able to do that. You'll be able to automate your responses, add in, special inserts. We talk about things that are super cool and special that are coming out, like Closer. All of these things being brought in to an environment that you can use to go and build whatever it is that you want to build. Now, before I get down to talking to Dwayne again on how to build a business, I do want to talk about one more thing that's important when we start talking about all the things that we can do inside of RUBI. There are a bunch of one-button push-click things out there in the world today. That's the niche, right? Everybody's got one thing. I can click a button and prompt a video, and the whole video will get made, and it's going to be, 30 seconds to a minute long. And it's going to have all these clips in it, and that's it. What I get is what I get. I did one yesterday for Corey. It was like a way to animate a character, and I used me. And it was the dumbest thing I've ever seen. I mean, I don't know how people sell some things on AI because they just don't. It's like crazy. But here's the coolest thing about it is that it keeps expanding and getting better. But all these niche products are going to start to get absorbed, and they're going to start to merge. They're going to start getting run over, and then regulations are coming. And we don't care about any of that because all we care about is being able to integrate the best AI apps no matter where they are. Now, I also will tell you that once we are finished with the third quarter's releases, we have the roadmap now to go and start to build add-ons, plugins, things that you can add to your RUBI platform to do the things that you want to do. For instance, that might be, I do want that one button click to go make my video. So you say, I want to go do a video that's about this one product that's got hemp on it. It's a hemp oil product, and you can fly over hemp fields, and you can create incredible images, and you can make those images, move. And you have the script, and you have the voiceover being read over it. You got a music drop being dropped in behind it, and the video's finished, and you can take it straight to market. The difference between what we will have and what's out there today is that we're not a what you get, it's what you get. It's what you get is the starting place, and then you can take it because it's in the editor, and you can go and you can edit it all you want. So when the word's not just quite right, or that image isn't the right one, and you want to replace a different video clip, but you love everything else about it, it can speed up the process, but you can still put you into the AI. It's the difference between everything that we talk about today. And I think I said it last week. I'm going to reiterate it again because it's very, very important. A year ago, anyone that was using AI for their business was able to separate those that didn't. So the people who didn't, you had this 10 to 20x capability, if you learned how to do it, to separate you away from the companies that didn't do that. Today, 50% of people in the United States, now I don't know what it is around the world, but 50% of the people in the United States use AI in some way, shape, or form on a regular basis. That's in 1 year. From 1 year being 5% to 50%, you can see the adoption speed that's happening. And now what happens is that everybody that was in business that was using AI, that was using the one button push, that just literally just clicked the button and they used whatever it was, is at the exact same point where they were before AI ever hit them. Because all the companies are, again, bunched up. If they're all just hitting the button and they're just getting what it is, nobody's standing out with their own creativity. No one's stepping out above anybody else. You're just right back in the pack. And this is why it's so important to understand that what we're doing in RUBI is a longer vision than what you're seeing with a one-button click. If I go in and I click a one-button push right now to create me a video, and I have to just push it to my social media the way it is, number one, I don't think there's anything out there today that actually makes really, really high-end professional versions of that without having some kind of tweaking. But what I do know about AI is that it can give you a real good jump forward and make you think of things you hadn't thought about. And then if you're able to open up that video and have everything laid out in the timeline and you can just tweak it. Oh, I don't want this. I want this, or I want to redo my voice here. I don't like that voice. I'm going to use this voice. How cool will that be for you to take you and AI and to take that separation again, where everybody's just hitting the one button click? You can separate yourself away from them again, just like they were separating from those that didn't use it at all a year ago. These are the things that we're looking at on the roadmap to Blue Water, to go out and say, hey, I don't have to compete with all of them. I can go and bring it all into one place and give it to where you see. You are the ticket. It's just like, think about music. Music's insane. Like, you can do incredible stuff, but I can just tell you the lyrics that are being written by Catherine Donovan and Cindy and Dwayne. I don't have that ability to do that. It's still bringing the cream rises to the top is still there, but you have to have the tools to be able to add the cream. And that's where Ruby excels. Okay. Now I am going to jump off my soapbox. I'm going to bring in Dwayne. Dwayne. All right. Sorry, you get to follow that. Okay.
I was about to say, man, are you like making me follow up Michael Jordan in a dunk contest? Dang.
Sorry about that. But let's talk about the business a little bit, because you've been in around this thing. You've seen the business opportunity. So, I mean, I also see that your teams are growing. And when you see things growing, that means things are working. So I would love for you to spend maybe the next 3 to 5 minutes just to kind of walk people through what it is that you are doing to help build your teams and what your vision is. I mean, sometimes just hearing it from somebody, I'm really, really biased. Okay. I have one thing. I love it. There's nothing you're going to talk me out of it. But to hear it from somebody else that's had the vision to look everywhere else is important. So I'm going to back out. I'm going to give you 3 to 5 minutes. Just talk to us about the business and why it's important and what you're doing to help other people build.
Sure. So thank you again. So what he just presented, this is what I would do. I would actually, I'm going to shut this screen off so I can just look at you guys. So this is what I would do. I would create a post, which all of my friends uses Canva. Find that out. That's going to be your lead list for the next week. All of you probably will have 20 to 30 people start reaching out and saying, hey, I have something that does some things that Canva doesn't do. But most people who use Canva are using it to create income in some form or fashion. And so that's what you need to do. You got to find out those pain points, figure out what else they're using to bring into Canva to create income. So that would be my advice to people just by seeing that little short presentation. And I saw it in real time with you guys. This is my mind. I'm thinking, how can I use what he just said to help market and help other people? Because it really doesn't matter about what I enjoy or what I like, because ultimately I love the music part, but I have friends that make thousands of dollars with Canva, but Canva doesn't pay them. Like, Ruby's cuts checks. So I would kind of challenge people. You have 5 days. You can actually do that promo, the 10 to win promo. Like, everybody in this company should do it. I know I was the first, and like everybody thinks that I'm the authority. I'm just going to say, hey, like, I know other people have the same type of authority I do, and they can just tell their friends. That's it. And so I challenge you guys all to do that. So, Rob, you were asking about business building. This is what I tell people. Binary is pretty simple. Put one on the left and one on the right. That's it. And for my team, you're getting usually a big, huge power leg of all these people, but you still have to put those two personally in road. And so that's the thing, is you can't even expect a recruiter like myself to start putting people underneath you on the other leg, because that is your personal responsibility. It also shows me, hey, you're not willing to make that sacrifice, or that I'm willing to make. Okay. So just to kind of give you an idea, I gave my brother my PS5, which I used to play every day with a lot of my friends because I call this RUBI season. The other thing is like I told I was on a call and they asked me about my mindset, and I was like, I used to have this mindset of like show up and win, and so and that's what I'm doing with RUBI, guys. I'm showing up and I'm winning. I'm not just showing up and just, oh, I'm here and I'm taking my time and no, I'm here for a purpose, just like you guys should be here for a purpose. Change, either use this as a side hustle, use this a way to possibly get away from your 9 to 5. That is on you and you can do it. And I think that's the problem, Rob, is a lot of people don't feel like they can do it. But I'm a simple person, man. I live in the middle of a cornfield in Kentucky. So like, I'm sure other people know a lot more people than I do, because honestly, like there's 5,000 people in the nearest town, like 5,000 people. I know most of the people are like probably live in really big cities and stuff. I can go to the grocery store and probably none of them have heard of artificial intelligence, because that's not what they do. They're farmers. And so I just challenge people, man, like take that initiative and make that go and see how many people you can come up with. And I promise, my brother's a basketball coach and he always tells people, he's like, I want you to like dream, go to the moon. He's like, and even if you don't make it to the moon, you still like are in the sky. Like for real, guys, like this is where it's where what type of goals do you want, but also like help yourself and create and use discipline. And maybe, so I'm a big believer in the Slight Edge book by Jeff Olson. I don't know if anybody hasn't read that, you should, because it talks about minor changes will create big impacts. So, Rob, I'm sure you probably read that book before, because most marketers do, but we have a product here that other products can't match. We also have a creator in Rob who's given us things that we're asking for. Most companies that I've ever been in, they're not very open. Just to let you know, I've went and told people about better stuff and they're like, oh no, like we have the best stuff and we're not going to change. And I was like, okay. And they were out of business within 1.5 years.
Yeah.
And their competitor bought them out that was talking about the same thing I was. And so that's the thing, man, is like, I love the fact that this community is able to give their feedback and Rob's actually able to take it and create. And this Canvas Plus, though, that's a super game changer. And I'm looking forward to playing with it. And so I guess I need to kind of get off my soapbox now, because
no, I mean, I just love the fact that we can sit here and talk through it. But I do think that what you said, you got some really big nuggets in here that everyone needs to go. Number one, anybody can do this. Okay. So you don't have to be anything special. You don't have to be in a big city. You don't have to know a lot of people, but you do need to do one thing: talk. Whether you're talking online or whether you're talking in the grocery store, you're talking to your friends, family, and people around you. You have to talk. You have to share it. If you're not sharing it, you can't expect anything to change. The other thing that you do is you do need to make a commitment to it. And I think one of the things that I saw on your team immediately, just coming in and looking at your Facebook channels and seeing what you're doing, it's like there's things going on every single day. Corporate can't do everything for you. And leaders, when they show up, they don't want corporate to do it. You know I've been a master distributor in 5 companies. And actually, one of them was with Jeff Olson. And I will just tell you, even as great as Jeff Olson is to talk to my team, I didn't wait for Jeff Olson to come and talk to my team. I did the trainings. Why? Because they need to learn so that they can go and duplicate. It's about duplication. And if I wanted everybody to be just like Jeff Olson, I would be sitting there waiting forever, because there's one Jeff Olson. And so this is part of it, is you take control and do your own training. Even if you think that you can't do a good job, even if you think that you don't even really understand it all, you want to learn, teach. Fastest way to learn, hands down. Forces you to do things. Actually, learning together is a great way. When you sit there and you start talking about things and you don't understand it, you go, well, I don't know. Let's figure it out. And you do it together. Guys, everything that we're talking about right now is how you take your business and 10x it in the next 90 days. Because this is the growing season. Every business is seasonal, but network marketing has 2 big seasons. They have a spring and they have a fall. And the fall will 10x so fast because kids are going back to school. Life's getting back into routines. Things are now timing for you to go and grab your friends and your families and all the people that you want to do business with, even if they're just purely online and you don't know them. You can go and build a massive business right now. And if you don't know how to do it, start putting in some Facebook groups, start talking about people, putting in a community where people can be a part of it. Look at what Ruby Fusion's doing. I know that Heidi Wild's team's got the things going on their side. Leaders come in and they lead, and they start taking it. And I want you all to be leaders to go to market. All right. Dwayne, thank you so much, man.
Thanks,
Everything
Rob.
you've done today is amazing, and I can't wait to see where we're going because this is going to keep going over and over and over. And so, hey, congratulations on what you're doing. And I think there's another surprise for you later that I think you'll enjoy. So anyway, let's get moving to one of my favorite sections, which is now going into flexing, because that is honestly where I feel like everything really matters, is to reward those that are doing the things that are making them money. So we have this thing called Doing the Right Thing, DTRT, and this week, Tiffany Whitney. Gosh, I want to see everything you're doing. So like Tiffany Whitney is over there with Heidi Wild, and that team is doing incredible things. Teaching people how to use AI, backdooring that into RUBI AI. It's a good thing to do. Way to go, Tiffany Whitney. That's 50 credits for you for being a part of the Doing the Right Things. And Heidi, keep up doing what you're doing. It's incredible what you are doing as a leader in this company. Now, let's talk about Ruby Tunes. Now, it's a little harder. I get it. But this is fun because I get to see how you guys use Ruby music. And I think it's important that we share these amazing things that we're doing. So instead of just doing like the, theme of the music and everyone throws their own music in, but it's a little bit more difficult to get them posted. How many people know that when Ruby Canvas comes out, it's going to be a lot easier for you to get an MP4 file so that you can upload this? Now, and I don't know if you were watching very carefully, but if you want to go back and rewatch it, that video I was showing you also has one more little thing. When you're in Ruby Canvas and you open up the music and you go to do an insert, you do the little drop-down actions, you see download, you see insert, and you also will see download video because you're going to be able to download a video there that will have the lyrics. Now, I still would go to Ruby to Canvas and do it in Canvas Plus, because I get to make it personally to me. I'll be able to drop some music clips on, be able to make some new images. I can go and do my text. Guys, there's a lot of cool things that you're going to be able to do inside of Canvas Plus. And so you're going to be able to make some great things. I'm saying this so you can get a little bit more involved. But getting people to vote, that's not hard. It doesn't require you to upload or create anything. You need to be presenting this. Once you post it, go push it. Get people to vote for it. That's how you get people engaged in doing things in your business. This week, I'm a little biased on this one, but Catherine Donovan, I will just tell you that your songs are incredible. You're a super talent. And this week, you're this week's winner for the Ruby Tunes. So that's 50 credits for you to go build some more amazing tunes. Now, we do 4 of them. I'm going to say Dennis Parent, you are winning of 20 credits. Cindy Marshall, 20 credits. Dustin Nally, 20 credits. Facebook jail. Really? That's just so awesome, dude. It was great. It was an incredible thing. I thought it was funny, and it really did let people know how you can use this to say anything. I do want to say Larry Lewis, another great song. Getting it from SoundCloud into here is just a tougher thing, so that's why I didn't play it. But anyway, thank you all for participating, because this is fun. It's a way for people to see what can happen. And you can promote yourself and promote your teams and get people in there to vote for them. And if you see someone in your team doing it, go promote. This is about your business being promoted, okay? So go and take that time. Now, for this week's Influencer of the Week, this is why I was saying that, Dwayne, you needed to stick around, because this week it's you, brother. It's you. Dwayne Morton is the Flex Profile 100 credits coming to you this week. Now, you're going to be able to create some more songs. Go out and create some more stuff for us. But anyway, congratulations, Dwayne. Give it up for Dwayne, guys. He did an incredible job today, and you should have been able to take some really, really good little nuggets away from this. So congratulations to him. Now, we have a couple other things we need to talk about. 10 to Win ends on 8/8. 8/8. Okay, so we extended this out. So it ends on 8/8. Go enroll 10 premium, get your premium plus annual. He just told you how to do it. If you want to make an extra $1,000 and not have to pay every month to stay active and have everything in the Flex comp plan, go get this done. You can do it. Just share what's happening. Now, we also have the MVP bonus that also is running until 8/8. What is that? Well, it's the fastest way to get your business fired up. Again, Dwayne told you it's easy to build this business. You get one left, one right. That's called getting binary qualified. When you personally sponsor a brand influencer on the left and on the right, you're set up to make up to $20,000 a week. That's all you have to do to get that done. I'm going to do something more, though, to help get you going quicker, because fast is fun, slow is painful. I believe fast is the best way to go. So if you want to get something really fun, add some speed. And the way you do that is to get people to MVP. Become binary qualified within the first 2 days. You got 2 days. You get in, and in 2 days, you want to get one left and one right. If you will help teach people why this is important, number one, they're going to get double the credits. Whatever they came in with, we're going to double the credits for the next 3 months. Number two, they're going to make a check that first week. You know what happens to a business when you make a check the first week? They want to make another one. They have a belief level that goes up. So you got to get going on the MVP, guys. You got to drive this. This is what drives speed into your business. When you bring somebody in, the first thing you talk about is, I'm going to get you this MVP bonus. Who can we talk to, and how can I do it today or tomorrow? Because we have 2 days. That's it. That's how you get it going. And by the way, guys, for this, it can be on any of the subscription plans. It doesn't have to be the premium. Now, if I was building my business, I wouldn't talk about anything else other than the premium, because I don't know how anyone can really go out and do anything without it. But this is super, super important to get going in your business. All right, with that, we're going to wrap up this week. I hope you got some really good stuff out of there. I am super excited about where we're going this week. Be sure to get on to the corporate update call. And I am going to leave with my favorite song so far. I don't want to be slighted. Everyone has their own taste in music. But Katie, this one is for you. Corey, thanks for being here. Dwayne, thank you for being here. This is a great Flexcast. We'll see you on the Monday night corporate update call.
The bruises on a battered heart say she needs a rest. Being alone is so much better than the wrong hot mess. Because having no man at all is better than the wrong man, alone man, alone at last. He's in her past, he's in her past, and the wrong hot mess. Because having no man at all is better than the wrong man, alone man, alone at last. He's in her past, he's in her past, and the wrong hot mess. In solitude, the pain only comes once in a while, not every day. It's okay to cry when you aren't forced to smile. Put the mask away, and you don't have to put on makeup after every fight to hide the bruises. And you don't have to act like everything's alright. Do any way you choose. Little Miss Red Riding Hood should never have gone into those woods. She fell for the wolf's big eyes and liar's charm. She couldn't tell the difference, she had no experience spotting wolves who wear sheep's clothes to do you harm. She wonders why she didn't see it sooner, and where the love has gone. And what am I supposed to do now that I'm all alone? But those are useless questions, 'cause she already knows the answers. So she'll live her own life as nobody's wife, though it isn't at all what she planned on. The bruises on her battered heart say she needs a rest. so much better than the wrong hot mess. Because having no man at all is better than the wrong man. Alone at last, he's in her past. Now it's time to face the future. If she had known how much she would have grown, she would have done it so much sooner. 'Cause in solitude, the pain only comes once in a while, not every day. And it's okay to cry when you are forced to smile. Put the mask away. You don't have to put on makeup after every fight to hide the bruises. You don't have to act like everything's alright. Feel any way you choose. On a battered heart says you need to rest. Being alone is so much better than the wrong hot mess. Because having no man at all is better than the wrong man. Alone man, alone at last. He's in her past, he's in her past, and the wrong hot mess. Because having no man at all is better than the wrong man. Alone man, alone at last. He's in her past, he's in her past, and the wrong hot mess. 'Cause in solitude, the pain only comes once in a while, not every day. And it's okay to cry when you aren't forced to smile. Put the mask away. And you don't have to put on makeup after every fight to hide the bruises. And you don't have to act like everything's alright. Feel any way you choose.